Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are talking about my 600 pound life stories that are mind-blowing, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel and also leave a like on the video. Now let's get started. In the beginning of her episode, 44-year-old Joyce hadn't left the house in years and was in such bad health that she needed home health care 24/7. In fact, Joyce never even left her room, being unable to do even the most basic things such as going to the bathroom. According to her, she had reached a point where all she was living for was food, but with a weight of 758 pounds at a height of just 4'11", Joyce's body was close to giving out. So Dr. Now decided to keep her in a hospital bed on a controlled diet for a while. However, when she was eventually sent home to show that she would be able to lose weight on her own, Joyce didn't really stick to the diet, and after missing one appointment, she had gained 58 pounds when she finally did make it to another one. Dr. Now hoped that dealing with her troubled past would help Joyce overcome the issues that drove her to eat, so he set her up for psychotherapy. Unfortunately, his patient continued to gain weight, and when he gave her last ultimatum, he seemed almost certain that she would fail to turn her life around. Joyce did indeed fail to meet his demands of making it to his clinic without a medical transport 3 months later, so she didn't even go to the appointment. Feeling like she had tried her best, Joyce was convinced that Dr. Now's program had failed her, but based on the other stories on our list, it looks like Joyce was the one who failed the program. When Nikki first appeared on My 600 Pound Life, she weighed 649 pounds, and her weight was affecting her career in costume design. She revealed that when she starts a day, she can hardly wait to start eating. Her parents were the ones taking care of her, but Nikki eventually managed to turn her life around after getting gastric bypass surgery. She ultimately lost a stunning 450 pounds and could hardly believe it herself. Nikki later revealed that it had been the hardest thing she had ever done in her life, but also the most rewarding, as she was not only able to take care of herself again, but also care for her disabled brother Chris, which had been one of her biggest goals. June McCamey had steadily gained weight over 4 pregnancies, but things got really out of hand after her 17-year-old son Kenneth died. She eventually weighed in at 590 pounds, and it was then that she realized that her weight was not only a threat to her health, but also to her relationship, as girlfriend Sadie had become more of a caretaker. This gave her the push she needed to get help and start losing weight. After gastric bypass surgery and excess skin removal, June eventually lost over 300 pounds and looked like a completely different person. At the age of 23, Amber appeared on the show weighing 657 pounds, with her uncontrollable eating habits threatening her life. In fact, doctors had told her that she wouldn't live past her 20s, so Amber finally made the decision to tackle her weight. She said that she felt like a nasty, yucky monster, and she had trouble doing basic things like getting up the stairs at home because her legs carried a great deal of weight. Amber had been overweight for as long as she could remember, weighing 154 pounds when she was just 5 years old. Now she was at a point where she was so limited in what she could do that she felt trapped. The beginning of her weight loss journey wasn't an easy one, as she was surrounded by enablers, but Amber eventually managed to lose 267 pounds in the first year, and eventually split up from her boyfriend and is now happily married to someone else. She ultimately lost over 400 pounds and became one of the most successful patients documenting her journey with glamorous pinup style selfies on her social media accounts. At 693 pounds, Season 2's Chuck Turner was one of the heaviest people to be on the show at the time. He had first started gaining weight after his first wife was murdered, and even though he had eventually remarried and adopted a son with his new wife Nissa, the relationship had become strained because Chuck couldn't help out around the house or take care of their son due to his size. Luckily, Chuck managed to lose enough weight to be approved for weight loss surgery, and despite still struggling with making the right choices from time to time, he ended up losing an incredible 425 pounds in the first year after the surgery. Unfortunately, he and Nissa eventually split up, but Chuck is still apparently ready for love again. Carlton and Chantel appeared on the show in Season 8, and at the beginning of their episode, they were both more or less bedbound due to their weight. The siblings had both moved back in with their mother, her wife, and younger brother, Cash, after becoming too big to take care of themselves. But despite living in the same house, they rarely saw each other because their rooms were separated by one set of stairs. Chantel stated that she felt trapped in her room and often felt lonely, even though she had her husband and 3 children around as well. At the first appointment with Dr. Now, Carlton weighed an unbelievable 786 pounds, while Chantel started out at 638 pounds. Even though they didn't meet their respective goals in the follow-up appointment, they eventually managed to turn things around and stuck to Dr. Now's diet. At the next appointment, they had each lost around 130 pounds and got approved for weight loss surgery, showing everyone else in the show that Dr. Now is not exaggerating when he says that his patients can easily lose a lot of weight if they truly stick to his diet. That's all we have for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.